Ah, pink diamond. Wait, let's go.
What's going on, everybody? Jake's me back with another video for you guys, and today I'm finally back. I know it's been a long time since I uploaded my last video for you guys, and I mean the main reason is just number one, just going through the motions. I mean, I'm in college now. I just haven't actually honestly had any time to really upload videos. I've really patting down lately on focusing on school and spending less time on games, you know. Over the summer, honestly, there was just one video that I uploaded. It was just really that live 18 clip from a couple of weeks ago. But I mean, other than that, honestly, I haven't had any true initiative to upload videos. And I mean, I know I've always said probably in the past that I'll come back and make videos, this, that, and that. I mean, it's just I just truly haven't had the time, you know, working, then having school. I mean, I feel a little guilty for it, yes, but I mean, I know that I can't be spending all the time always on the PS4. But right now, I mean, what I can do is this. I can upload videos over the weekend, and I'll try my best to do that. So hopefully I can stick with this promise that I'm making right now, and hopefully upload videos in the future. But of course, with these channel updates that I do, I always make you guys make it known, guys, that I'm always aware and alert about what's going on in terms of 2K or maybe other games that are coming out in the year. So let's talk about NBA 2K18 right now. So yes, I have my pre-order for 2K18, of course. I'm getting the Legend Gold Edition. I know that sounds pretty crazy, but I guess, I mean, I might as well. I'm always, knowing me, all the videos that I've made on the channel, I'm always making videos for my team, so I guess it's alright. I guess, but still, that is a lot 2K is asking for. I can also try, I mean, I can also make my park videos occasionally, just some my park clips of me and when my friends are playing. As you're seeing right now, let me stop talking about 2K for 1 second. So you see, guys, I'm playing Madden 18. I'm with my friends. We're playing MUT squads, and first, what I want to say is shout out to EA Sports, because they're the reason why I have this game. Because shout out to the MUT guru, Mike McFadden, and yeah, because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have this game. See, when Madden was being started, when Madden was about to come out a week before, they were handing out so many different codes to people, not just fans, but also YouTubers, content creators. So I told them I hit up McFadden, MUT Guru, and he actually followed me, and he slid into my DMs. As odd as it sounds, I'm glad he did, because I was able to get not just one, but 3 other codes to give away, and it was a blast. It was a blast. I was stunned. I mean, I have never met game developers that were so nice enough to give me the game for free. I mean, it's Madden. It's crazy. So shout out to them, and shout out to the 4 winners that had selected on Twitter. I could have announced it on YouTube first, a video of the giveaway, but I mean, it just happened so quickly. I was stunned. So yeah, I got Madden 18. And I'm glad, because I'm actually, you know, I haven't played Madden in a long time. The last time I played Madden, honestly, was a PS3 demo of Madden 12 or 13. But other than that, no. I'm mostly an NBA guy, so it's really nice that I was able to get into Madden. And I've always wanted to try out the Ultimate Team mode, because I hear so many people talk about how it's so nice and how it's very much more generous than what 2K does. So I mean, I was really glad that they gave it to me. And honestly, I like Madden. The game is fun. I've been playing it for like a while now. I like playing the solo challenges and Ultimate Team. I like grinding in them because it's very worth it. Honestly, I've already gotten a bunch of elites, and also because they actually do this. Twitch partnered with EA to do this promotion, giving a legend, a new prime legend every week. So you could get up to 25 legends, and I've gotten most of them so far. It's still very early, but still, it's awesome. It's awesome. So I just wanted to get that out of the way, just say shout out to EA, because I thought that it was great that they did that, and it's awesome. Hopefully I'll probably play more Madden games in the future. But let's get back to 2K, as I was saying. So obviously, a whole lot of crap in terms of news has come out. I mean, it's come out ever since, well, the last video that I made. I know about the playground. I know about all the stuff happening in my team. So let me just talk about it. I mean, I'm not going to make a video diving into each and every single one, because you've seen probably all the content creators that went to the Run the Neighborhood event. So let's just talk about it. The My Team news, the trailer was very cringeworthy. I did not like how they presented that trailer. It was very disturbing and embarrassing to me. But but in terms of what this year's content holds for my team, I like it. I like that they we've finally been asking for a draft mode since 2K16, and now we have one. I think it's great. I'm not gonna complain. I won't complain about it. The game hasn't even come out yet. It's 4 days away, so I'm not gonna complain about it. What I will say though, I just wish that it was a full team you draft and not just 5 players. But also, I know I've heard, like, I was watching Shake and Bake's video when he first analyzed the My Team news, and he was talking about how he just didn't like the fact that after round you could use VC to save certain players. I don't know if it's certain players or the whole entire lineup, but yeah, I know that you redraft after every round, so I mean, yeah, but I hope it's not going to be like that where you could just use VC to save players, this, that. And yeah, the Super Max mode, I've heard people like AfroPay complain about it. Honestly, I don't really care if AfroPay complains or not, honestly. But what I think about it is, I think of it like the salary cap mode that Madden does. You can't have the best team, like a full diamond team, or a team with a whole lot of, like, almost all the pink diamonds in the game. And then I think that's interesting. And LB did confirm that apparently it will, like, later down in the year, I probably guess the cap, whatever it is compared to the beginning of the year, it will be much higher, so that you have like a more full team with like 90 overalls, 90 up like 95 plus players. So yeah, so they're gonna probably start slow, but for me, I'm just gonna start with the pack and playoffs mode. I'm gonna play that a lot, and of course I'll always be doing the challenge. They added the schedule mode. Oh, sorry about that. They added a schedule mode, so it's 30 games for all 30 teams. So that's 900 games. That's 900 challenges basically. I think that's pretty interesting. Madden has 900 challenges plus already, and even more throughout the year. It's only September. We just went, the first week of NFL just happened. Week 1 just happened. So I mean, like, or are we in week? No, week 1 just happened. So I think it's pretty interesting that Madden's gonna have like over 1,000 challenges throughout the year. What else was I gonna say about 2K? Well, the moment challenges are coming back. Dynamic duos are back. We've known that since the end of 2K17. I've heard. I've seen the card designs, and I think they're all right. Some people complain about it. They look like real trading cards in real life, And I don't know who was asking for the signatures on cards, but I mean, I didn't really care for that, but I mean, that's cool, I guess. So that, and I know that for the pre-order bonus, when you pre-order the game, you get a team. You get 40 weeks worth of packs by 2K. So basically, you get a pack every week for 40 weeks, and that's insane. I don't know if the content in it will change. Those packs will change. I hope they do, or else they'll just be sucky packs. I mean, you'll just be able to pull only like the base sapphires that are in there. Not that it's a bad thing, but then again, at the beginning of the year, that's not a bad thing. But over time, as the game progresses, when you get to the better cards, better sets, better collections, I mean, that's not gonna cut it really. One other thing, crap. I'll talk about the playground. I mean, the playground, the neighborhood. All right. So we'll talk about some of my career, as I guess, while we're here. My thoughts on the neighborhood. It's a really interesting thing. I think it's cool. I think it's cool that they're adding that. You're gonna be able to just adventure and go around. That's cool. What I really am interested about this year is the fact that, you know, you're only going to be able to upgrade your player to 85 overall using VC, because once you're done with VC, sorry about that cutoff, but like I was saying, once you're done with VC, you're gonna have to start grinding on your own for 99. Basically, 2K has put it like this: grinding for 99 will be almost as equivalent as it is to becoming a legend in my park. It's gonna be that difficult, and I doubt that I'm gonna try to do something like that. But of course, I'll try to get my player as high as possible. And I mean, yeah, I guess it's interesting, and also because, you know, 2K is starting to move towards the esports. 2K is just starting to move towards esports. They're trying to implement esports in everything. Your My Career and your My Career. Obviously, we have the Pro-Am tournament every year now. And LD has always said that they're gonna try to implement my team into the esports world. So it'll be interesting to see how they do this. Let's also talk about the dual archetypes this year. So finally this year, 2K decided to. This is something a lot of people have been asking for, to have dual archetypes in the game. Basically, have point of emphasis in your player's game. So if you want to be a two-way player, like a sharpshooter, sharpshooter defender, that's basically Klay Thompson. You could do that. You want to be a shot creator and have some playmaking, or be able to be a slasher, you could do that as well. So I thought that's interesting to do. And pure archetypes are still in the game, of course. But the thing is, with pure, if you make a dual archetype, some do have Hall of Fame badges, but you won't have like a whole bunch of Hall of Fame badges. Like if you were to make a pure archetype. So there's gonna be some people that are gonna make pure archetypes, and there's gonna be some people, of course, that are gonna make dual archetypes that have like 1 or 2 Hall of Fame badges. Myself, I've just finished playing the Prelude over the weekend, and I made a shooting guard. Of course, I've always made a shooting guard in my career, except for 1 year, probably that was like last gen. And my archetype will be a shot creating slasher. I think that I liked what I saw in the image. In the image, oh god, English. In the image of the ratings, it's gonna be hard to tell what the ratings are gonna end up being in the year. But I mean, I liked what I saw. You know, I'm gonna be able to dunk. I'm not gonna be able to have some handles. Not handles as good as if I had a playmaker archetype, if it was a primary, but it's gonna be pretty good for a shot creator, shooting off the dribble and being able to dunk it. And I saw that I'm gonna have a shot creating slasher has 1 Hall of Fame badge, which is Teardropper. I know that as bad as that sounds, it is what it is. But I'm also gonna have 10 gold badges. So I mean, the badges could range between like Posterizer. I hope Posterizer is one of the 10 badges. They only show you 5, which is the 1 Hall of Fame badge and 4 other gold badges. in the image, but they didn't show me what other gold badges I'm gonna have. But other than that, I think my career is going to be very interesting this year. And the fact that you're going to be able to basically choose which team you go to. You could choose to go to the Cavs, the Warriors. I chose to go to the Celtics, being a Celtics fan. And you just try out for a team after you go through the proving grounds, and that's really about it. But yeah, 2K is just right around the corner. Today's the 11th. Before I continue, actually, I just want to say, you know, it's been 16 years since 9/11 happened, and it's just still heartbreaking that, I mean, I was about 3 years old when it happened, so I mean, obviously I wouldn't remember much, but I would still think about the fact that so many people died that day, at the World Trade Center, and it was just a terrible day for America as a whole, and just a terrible day for people living in New York. So my thoughts are just, you know, with the people affected by that, and just I hope that even though it's been 70 years, you know, people are still, you can't really get over something like that. Just something very traumatic like that. However you experienced it yourself. So my thoughts are with those that were affected, and I'll never forget that day. To continue with the video, what else is there that I need to like talk about or anything? I could talk about the NBA season, yeah. So the season is going to be starting October 17th. The season is going to be starting middle of October. I like that. That's very good. You know, we don't have to wait the entire month of October to like the last week to watch basketball. And we can also talk about a lot of headlines right now. So first and foremost, let's talk about the Golden State Warriors. They are the reigning NBA champions. A lot of people going into this past season saw the Warriors, of course, making the finals and beating the Cavs. And really, it's not much of a surprise that what they did this year was, I mean, this past year they did, because that team is just the most dangerous team in the league. You have potent, you have an MVP in Kevin Durant. You have the two-time MVP. And Stephen Curry, the best shooter in the world. You have Klay Thompson, a deadly shooter in his own, of course. You have Draymond Green, the defensive player of the year, and the heart and soul of that team. And yeah, you have a supporting cast that's just getting even stronger. They added Nick Young, they added Obi Caspi, they kept JaVale McGee. You know, many thought he was gone, but no, the Warriors are still in great shape, and I think they could. I don't know if they could duplicate 73-9. They could have possibly if KD hadn't got injured, but still, they're still the best team to beat. They are still the team to beat in the NBA. Now let's talk about the East. Let's shift to the East for 1 second. Kyrie Irving is on the Boston Celtics. I did not imagine starting this offseason that somehow Kyrie would demand a trade from the Cavs and end up going to the Celtics. That was just unbelievable, especially because they are rivals in the Eastern Conference. They just played a 5-game series in the Eastern Conference Finals. For the Cavs to trade centerpiece of the team to a rival like Boston is just honestly unheard of. And I mean, honestly, the Cavs did truly have an ultimatum, because, you know, if they didn't, well, Kyrie did demand a trade, not just because, well, I mean, he himself said it in the press conference. He said it wasn't about just getting basketball, about leaving Cleveland. It wasn't about basketball for him leaving Cleveland. I don't know, but I don't know what he was talking about, what it could have been. But well, if we're talking from a basketball standpoint, it's just insane that he's now on a rival team. I mean, also, people think about it like this, that the fact that he left is simply because, well, the looming free agency LeBron next season, and the possibility that a lot of us see him going, including myself, him going to the Los Angeles Lakers. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes to the Lakers. I could see that happening. So it's a combination of many things, but now the trade happened and Kyrie Irving is a Celtic. And Isaiah Thomas and Jake Crowder are, you know, on the Cavs now. So how do I see this season panning out for both teams? Well, I see them being two of the best teams in the four best teams in the Eastern Conference, of course. I think Cleveland still, of course, can get to the finals. LeBron is going to be putting up better numbers. I mean, LeBron's going to probably have to average 27 this season. I mean, with no Kyrie Irving there, Isaiah Thomas, I don't know if he could average 25 with LeBron. Like Kyrie, I don't see that happening. But with LeBron, I will say he is going to be. This is going to be the first time in a while that he's going to be an MVP candidate again, because of what he's going to do this season. As for Kyrie, well, he's going to be the guy on the Celtics, along with Gordon Hayward, who's on Boston now as well. And it's going to be an interesting season. Jimmy Butler, a lot of people moved. It's just so hard to talk about so many of the moves. The Thunder got another small forward again, not KD. Paul George is going to the Thunder. He was traded in a much worse trade than what happened between the Celtics and Cavs. The Pacers had gotten robbed. Jimmy Butler was traded to not Cleveland. He was traded to Minnesota. There were talks about him going to Cleveland, but no, that didn't happen. And he was traded to the Timberwolves with Zach LaVine, Chris Dunn, and I think one more person. But it's gonna be interesting. I predict that the Timberwolves will make the playoffs this year. I hope they do. They better, because I mean that's a great team they have now, and a lot of people have joined the team as well. Just Jamal Crawford, Jeff Teague. It's just too much to talk about. So many things happen in the free agency. It's just insane to talk about. But I cannot wait for the season, and I truthfully can't wait for the NBA 2K18. If you guys want Madden gameplay, I don't have a problem with uploading that. I just don't think you'll see me winning a game in it. It'll be a video of me winning a game, a MUT game, but it'll still be interesting to upload the video of Madden. I think I should. I guess I should. I mean, yeah. Whoever's still subscribing to me right now, I mean, thank you for holding out. I'm sorry I've been gone for so long, but for right now, I can say that I'm gonna do my best to upload videos again for you guys when I have the time. And yeah, so this is J Smooth signing off. I'm gonna be here. If you guys want to keep up with me, see what I'm doing. I'm always active on Twitter, of course. I mean, it's not like I'm isolated from the rest of the world. So my Twitter is jsmooth1245 at jsmooth1245. So if you guys want to hit me up or talk about something regarding a 2K or anything like that, you can. And that's about it that I have to talk about in this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Like the video. If you're new here to the channel, it'd be awesome if you gave this video a thumbs up and you subscribe. And yeah, I think it's best. I will definitely do a first pack opening for 2K18. I mean, that's tradition, honestly. So I mean, yeah. So I'll see you guys on the next video whenever it drops. Surely, I have to add that in there at the end. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. And yeah, peace out, everyone.